Hello YouTube, how y'all doing? My name is Cedric Cunningham from Broward County, Florida. Age 30, going on 31. And basically I will be talking about violations of human rights, cruel and unusual punishment, also official misconduct, and blackmail, and things that have been done premeditated. So let me begin my webinar. I was arrested on June 13, 2014 for domestic violence, which never occurred. I got arrested by a Lauderhill official that took me downtown to the main county jail for booking, where Broward Sheriff officers beat me intentionally. But I spoke about that on the previous webinar with me with the black shirt. But one thing about it, I got arrested in 2014. I got into a car accident in 2013. It's official misconduct and a lot of things like color law, etc., 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 everything premeditated due to the fact they supposed to arrested me in 2013 for this accident that this dude made me fled from on a witchcraft, which is not a natural disaster. It was done upon witchcraft. Everything was premeditated and planned. Generated from Brandon Flanders, Brandon Davis, Rashad Graham, Joseph Miller, Zachary Williams, Zaris Williams, and 3 more other individuals that might have a part of this. Where I have paperwork and etc. with the individual, where I have paperwork and etc., etc., etc. Also, the individual set me up with another accident, this time in a Jeep Cherokee. The year model is between 92 to 98, not for sure what model of the year it is, but it's related. The vehicle is registered to one of my family members, and I take full responsibility of that. But me and you, whoever knows who watching this webinar knows that I was under witchcraft, black magic, voodoo, whatever you want to call it 90 days. I have a picture that has a black F-150 on it. This F-150 crashed into a lady fence that lives on 12th Street in my neighborhood in West Kenlock Park. This is how the F-150 looks. I'm trying to get you closer to the tab, but I think you're not going to be able to see it due to the fact that it's blurry. But that's how the F-150 look like. And it crashed into the lady's gate on 12th Street, located in my neighborhood, West Kenlock Park. I have a picture of their home, but I choose not to disclose that on YouTube due to violations of independence. But it fled from her home with a flat tire. Before this happened, in the year of 2013, they played on a TV commercial, which was a commercial by Volkswagen, the car dealership. The switch is on. The switch is on. And that's when this dude in my body informed me that I'll be moving in with the individual with a F-150 crashed into their gate. What I just informed you about earlier. I'm in my mother's home, thinking and talking, and it's not me doing the talking, saying I'm moving in with these individuals. Where he informed me in my mind while I'm talking that if I move in with them, somebody gonna run in their home, where I will run out their home and run into an elementary school that's located across from their home. And I would run on a basketball court and I would die. In 2012, I had a dream. I used to think that it was by God, but now I doubt it to a certain extent. The dream consists with me being on that same exact basketball court, wrapped up in seaweed, tussling around that I broke free from the seaweed. As I rose from the surface, I seen 3 to 4 dead bodies wrapped up in seaweed as well, but they was motionless. As I seen God in the sky, as I walked towards his direction, as a gold light generated me into the sky, what people like to call so now these days a rapture. After that, I was walking on the sidewalk in front of my uncle's home, looking sad and depressed. And this is in my dream. Then I marvelously woke up. After my first car accident in the Honey Ascent, I was walking around everywhere with my face down, looking at the ground, just like my dream. Having no regards on traffic or anything that's in sight, where they changed the water meters due to the individuals violating my human rights and amendments by putting witchcraft on me, where they lied and put false accusations on me, saying I does this and I does that, where everything is coercion, duress, and defamation, psychological manipulation, and human trafficking, violating everything about human rights, liberty, and freedom. And law officials coexist with this matter to the full extent. Where I have pictures with a water meter with a gang sign as well as a star saying made in Texas. And let me show you the water meters. This water meter say made in Texas with a star. This water meter got a gang sign and it say Okie Dokie Sales Incorporation. That's a gang sign. And I have another water meter and it's located on my phone. But I'm not for sure if you can really see it as clear. But alright, you might can see this right here. Alright, this say made in USA. Now I gotta scroll up. Water meter. Old Castle Precast. Then it say East Jordan Iron Works. East Jordan Iron Works. You see that? And this is an altered water meter as well that been changed due to the dream that I had due to the dudes put witchcraft on me. Made in USA. But what I'm saying is you got a rapper named Dave East. And you just seen what it said, East Jordan. It said East Jordan Iron Works. And instead of Jordan, it's really Dave East, and it's a whole bunch of things that's going on, man, because one, all this is just a part of an investigation that's going on right now. Let me continue. Also, some illegal activities that they do, like breaking in cars. I have no involvement on that at all. Also, they use the industry music like Nicki Minaj's song, Looking Niggas. But getting back to the subject, I was driving my Uncle Jeep Cherokee. It had to be 1 or 12 o'clock at night. I was driving on 31st, heading to 19th Street, where I was looking back at a building where a white Crown Victoria with tents be parked at on the side of an old establishment named Walden's Liquor Store. What this dude kept thinking in my head, somebody's following me, so I turned my head from looking at the building where the car was located on the side of Walden's Liquor Store by a fence. But I have my license. And it been altered. Excuse me right quick. I gotta leave and get the other license. explain this shit real good. Like that. Trying to get something. This is say Julie Jones. I don't know if you can see it, really see it that good, but it say Julie Jones, Clayton Boyd Walden, and they changed this ID right here. My ID be changed right here. This is an updated ID. What I say, Terry Rhodes. Also it says Clayton Boyd Walden. But I will disclose more about that on a different webinar. But the reason why it say Walden on my ID and my license, due to the fact of what's going on of the white car that was located on the side of the old establishment named Walden's Liquor Store. But I adjust myself in my uncle's vehicle as I made a turn, but I crashed into the front grille of the white Infiniti, where the Infiniti horn was blowing out of control like a siren. Beep! Like it was stuck. The force of the impact should have popped open the airbags in their vehicle. I passed by the scene coming up in a different street. On a different street, but the car magically disappeared. Also, I ran into a gate just like the black F-150 that I showed you. And it says somebody else's name on that tab that you may not be able to see on this webinar, but he's not the toy, and I don't affiliate with him, but I'm the toy. Because they lied and framed me through this whole process. One, you have people that's under review, and some of them might be going to court or not, but it's supposed to came and arrested me back in June of 2013 after my first car accident. When I had my first accident, they done discriminated themselves through the music. I have no affiliation with these dudes. They discriminated themselves on TV through like movies and all this shit. They lied on top of lie, trying to butcher my name. That accident occurred in late 2014. It's 2008 now. I've been had witchcraft on me since 2008, but it was in secrecy. Now it's exposed to the world after my first car accident on how they set me up. This is how my Uncle Jeep Cherokee looks like. That's a salt life going fishing. That goes to the other tab that I'm trying to show you, but you're not able to see the tab, but it say a toy. And the Marlin. And 18. The Marlin represents a person, and he might not, this might not be his tab, but it's pretty stupid. This is what it represents. It's stupid. Yeah, it might be registered to his vehicle, it might not be registered to his vehicle, all I know. But that is one of the individuals that I'm talking about. Rashad Brown, Brandon Davis, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's stupid, man. Alright, I'm gonna end this. This is part one. This webinar, this is my third webinar, part one. I have another webinar that I'm about to present you, which is part two. Alright. So this is this is third webinar, part one. Now I'm gonna make the third webinar part two. It's coming up now.